is a Fortune article. The economic shock hitting the housing market just got bigger. What do they mean by that? The bad news for home buyers, that already big economic shock got even bigger last week. So last week we saw mortgage rates jump. Freddie Mac reported the 30-year fixed mortgage rate hit 4.67%. It actually hit a little bit higher than that on any given day. Just 1 week earlier, the rate was at 4.42. Meanwhile, back in December, it was only 3.11%. Soaring mortgage rates,
Yep.
of course, are an immediate hurdle to demand side of the market. So a borrower who took on $500,000 mortgage at 3.11% rate in December would get a monthly mortgage payment of $2,138. At the 4.67 rate of last week, Nicole, that monthly payment soars to $2,584. So you've got over a $400 difference from December to
Huge.
today on the same 30-year loan. That's an additional $160 plus $1,000 over the course of that 30-year loan. So this is bad news for buyers. And there's actually people that believe, I believe it's, there's another article I'm going to reference here, Market Watch. Lawrence Yun, who we've talked about a bunch, chief economist at National Association of Realtors, he says that a 5% rate, which we just barely saw it almost touch 5% in 2018 for a moment in time, but there's a belief that we're going to 5% for sure this year. Home sales may fall by 10%. Now that's, what did I say there, Nicole? I said home sales might fall, not home prices,
You're
right?
seeing sales.
Yeah, and we're already seeing less sales.
Already.
We're already seeing less sales, but they could fall another 10%. Now, pricing, typically you would see pricing drop 10% when you have a 1% rate jump in mortgage rates. We haven't seen that yet, and I don't anticipate us seeing that this year. Redfin says as rates quickly approach 5%, we expect their impact on home buyer demand to change from a motivator, driving sense of urgency to buy before rates rise further, to a deterrent, causing buyers to step back as the cost of home buying exceeds their budgets. Nicole, we haven't seen any deterrent in this market yet.
No, but I it's interesting though that they're only talking about buyers though in this situation, because I do think that it's going to be an even larger deterrent for sellers at this point, especially some of these sellers that were able to like capture like, like something in the twos, like a 275, to then sell the house to then have to buy another one at 5. I
Bingo.
mean, that's going to be a huge deterrent again, which is obviously going to really sort of impact supply even more. So, again, it's very interesting that they're talking about just the buy side, because I think that this is going to be even worse for the sell side for sure.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's locked in, because you got to think, so many people refied their home
Yep.
from 2020 to 2022. So
Multiple times though, too. I don't think, I
yeah,
mean, I think there's a lot of people that were like, woo, woo. They got down to like a 3, and then all of a sudden they were down to like a 2.5. I mean,
and so
people, yeah,
not just the people that bought, but the people that refied, which is the majority of homeowners right now,
right.
are way under 4%.
Yep.
And why would they want to sell, right?
Right.
Unless they're going to rent that property out and go buy a bigger or a better property that suits their living needs. This is going to hurt inventory even more
Even more
as these rates go up.
for
And
sure.
there's going to be like a cold war of inventory where everything just gets frozen, right?
Yes.
A freeze out.
Yeah.
Home prices are up big time since the onset of, obviously, COVID-19. Put up the graph between March 2020 and March 2022. You can see where the really hot spots are.
Mm-hmm.
Northeast is like
In the
24 to
middle, which is
36%, right in the middle
great. We
there.
needed that. Yeah.
That southeast corner of the country, same thing, between 24 and 36%. You got the north west corner really popping. Some areas up over 48% in that time frame. But moral of the story is everybody's up massively on the price. The Fed wants to bring those prices down so the market doesn't turn into a bubble. That's why you see interest rates going up. It will impact how many buyers are in the market. And to Nicole's great point, it's going to impact how many people actually decide to put their home on the market because they'll have nowhere to go. They won't be enticed by a 5.5% mortgage interest rate. So this is going to play out end of the year going into next year more so than this spring market where everybody's like, there's multiple offers, there's not enough inventory for buyers. This doesn't last forever. Don't get used to just sitting here in this type of market. The interest rates over time are going to have an impact. Now, when we talked to Tom last week, we were talking about all those
Yeah.
millennials, and there's going to be demand for the next 5-7 years. But how many of those millennials go on pause for a year or two in the next 5 to 7 years where they rent for another year or two because of how high the rates got? There's
Well,
belief
or they
that,
have to though, Byron. I
yeah,
mean, a lot of these people are right now at that pivotal moment of like, I need to re-sign a lease or I need to buy, and they can't buy. So again, I'm seeing a lot of people right now trying to buy quickly before the rates go up even more. They're like dying to lock in, which again is I think causing them to also overbid on properties just so that they can then rate lock in. So
we didn't have a ton of time with TF last week, but I would have pushed him a little bit on. I believe there's going to be high demand over the next 5-7 years because we do have inventory issues that are going
yep.
to exceed just this spring market for
Hmm.
sure. But there are some things going on, and nobody saw 2007 coming. I can see interest rates getting out of control. I can see things going on pause for a little bit within the next 5 years, which will impact the overall health of the market. You could argue that this is an unhealthy market with where prices are going. It's a very difficult market for all of us agents for sure. But it's a very difficult market for buyers too. By the way, I was having coffee with somebody today, Nicole,
Yep.
and he's talking about how hard this market is. I was like, this agent got in 2018.
Yep.
I was like, dude, uh, in 2012, the market was just as hard.
Yeah.
You don't realize, like, yes, and we're going to talk about a topic here coming up. NAR's reporting how many offers buyer agents have to make just to get one under contract. That's hard. But how many conversations, Nicole, did you and I have in 2012, 2013 with sellers that are like, I want to list it here. No, you should list it
Yeah.
20% lower. No, but I want
Right.
to just try it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Hey, how come I don't have any showings? Can you come
Yeah.
back to my house and have
Hey,
another
it was
meeting?
worth, back in 2005, my house was worth
Ca-
$1,000,000. Why are
sh-
you only listing it at 300? I've lost all this money. Yeah.
Show me the numbers again. What are you spending on marketing? Shouldn't we
Yeah.
be in the newspaper?
Right.
Like, can,
Why
can
have
we
we
th-
only had 4 people come through? Why did no one come to my open house?
can we throw some spaghetti against the wall? Like, can we spend more money
Yeah.
than the house is worth on marketing and hope it sells? These are the kind of crazy conversations, infuriating
Well,
conversations
and back then
that
it was so
agents had to
funny
go through
though,
then.
because Byron, how many times were you like, "Oh, I don't even wanna be the first agent." Like, you wanted to be,
Right.
like, the 3rd listing
I'll be
agent on
third.
that property. Yeah, it was always like, I don't wanna be first. I'll take the 3rd round." Yeah.
Yeah. So every market's hard. This one has been wearing on a lot of agents
Yeah,
for obvious reasons.
for sure.
And it's not going to get any easier. That Market Watch article that I did reference is saying, there's 4 different economists all saying that we're going to hit 5% and be over 5% now this year, not next year like they were saying at the beginning of the year. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on The Real Word YouTube.